Yeah, man. Now then chaps, welcome to another video, another E46 video, because we've got this one to talk about today. It's quite a nice day today in the north of Yorkshire. So what's been the story with the one more formally known as the Green Bastard?
Parts unknown.
Well, do you remember when we were around here about a year ago when we first announced what the project was going to be for this car? Working gas struts. Now if you take yourselves back a year, the story was I needed a car to take to Driftland, because all these lads that I share this place with, they're all into their drifting and they were going to Driftland, and I quite wanted to go, but I didn't have a drift car. Now a couple of them had this thing, this 330, they called it something else, I'm not going to use that term. They weren't too fond on it, they used it as kind of a practice car, but then they broke it one day and then it just sat out here ever since, and various parts of it were robbed for other cars, and it just sat out here looking very sorry for itself. Do you remember, I'm sure you remember, seeing it in some of my videos before we announced it, and then eventually announced to you that this was going to be my drift car. So it's a 330i manual, touring obviously, in a rare colour. I don't know the name of the colour, we'll find it out in a bit, but obviously it's a green, but it's quite a light green. And yeah, I spent quite a lot of time and effort last year getting ready for Driftland. It did Driftland pretty good. The clutch was a bit dodgy, but it did it pretty well. Like, here's a video. So yeah, I got into the swing of things at Driftland. It destroyed all the tyres that I could throw at it, and it just went really well. But a couple of weeks after Driftland, I got invited to a day at Three Sisters, and that's when things went slightly sour. Yeah, she's dead. Ah, she's toast. Dead. Well, that's not how you want to be ending the day. So for unknown reasons, the car cut out at Three Sisters and wouldn't restart. And it did restart since briefly, but didn't sound very good. And since then, it's just been dumped here. Now it's been dumped here for probably 6 months now, just sat here doing nothing. I've been busy with other stuff and no one else has really, you know, shown it any love. Now, as you'll know, this barn is no longer, it's going to be going soon, very soon actually, imminently, let's say. So what's going to happen to the Green Bastard? Well, that was the question, wasn't it? And that's what we were asking, who's going to take responsibility over it? So it was decided that the car would be sold. Now, I wasn't actually involved in those discussions, so, you know, you can imagine how I took the news. Wasn't too happy, but managed to work out a bit of a deal so that I now fully own all of this. This is mine, this is ours. This is the official drift car of the channel, right? So what do you reckon this car's worth? A 330i manual, yeah? The clutch doesn't work, it doesn't run at the minute. Obviously it's a bit rough. How much would you pay for it in its current condition? I'm not going to tell you how much I paid, but let's just say I paid a bit more than what I would have wanted to. But, you know, I thought given the time and effort that was put into it last year, I did kind of fall for it a little bit, and yeah, it's mine now. So, numbers aside, this car is now owned by me. So, we're going to try and revive it. That's today's video. It's not been looked at since Three Sisters. It's just sat here doing nothing pretty much. You know, there's been other stuff going on, as I'm sure you're aware, for me, and you know, owning a car with your mates might sound good to start with, but yeah, I'm not sure it's something I'd recommend. But everything's good now, everyone's on good terms, everyone's happy with how it's turned out, I think. I couldn't have let anyone else have the car. I didn't want to sell the car. Imagine someone else having this. It just didn't feel right. So in the new barn, we've got a new barn secured. I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but in the new barn, paying a bit extra so I can keep this inside as well. And yeah, it's going to be my drift car. So yeah, that's one announcement out of the way, I guess. Now, it's really not been looked at since after Three Sisters, but everything was pretty much here. So our jobs for today then, I'm going to see if it'll start. First of all, I've managed to get hold of a battery for it. Just a quick question while you're here. If I start that up and then do like a 180 skid, just a little 180 skid here, just for the YouTube, are you going to call the council on me? Are you going to report me? No, you think you can let one fly as long as I don't make too much noise? Right, I'll you know, I might do, I might not do. I just thought with the way it's parked there, you know, I could do a little spin. Yeah. Are you trying to tell me something? No? Oh look, they're giving each other a kiss at the back. A little clean. Are you a cow? Oh, cow. Go and lick that post again. You like rust, don't you? I like rusty gates. Right, I get this battery. See if I can get it started. So, yeah, long story short, this now owned entirely by me. This is my car in all its gloriness. This thing doesn't even compare, does it? Okay, I got C-Tech on the job on this old battery, and he reckons absolutely fine, mate. And it's a BMW, well, made by X-Side, aren't they, these ones? C-Tech reckons A-OK for this little battery. So, I was sharing a battery last year with the M3. I took the lithium one out of the M3, but let's see if we can wake her up with this. Excited. Tell you what, our first job will be fix that boot switch. Slurry pit smelling good today, I tell you. Smells good around here. Hopefully there's nothing else living in the car. Nope, it's still exactly how I left it from Three Sisters. Excellent. Right, well, we have a battery. I can't find the keys for it though. This could be a problem, but let's see if we can not close that. There we go. Let's do some health checks on it. Some slurry pit health checks. Does it have any oil? Doesn't look too bad under here, could look worse, I guess. Starting to already look a bit like what it was when we rescued it. Power steering looks like it's doing a good bit of leaking. Do you have any oil in you? Yep. It does have oil in it. Looks dirty though. Looks almost oh god. Maybe I should have checked that before buying the car. That looks a bit milky to me. Still water in it. That might have just been residue on the dipstick from where it's been sat for so long, maybe. Ever the optimist, but you never know. It did look a bit milky, I don't know if you saw that, but we've got oil, we've got water. So, God, these pins are shite as well, aren't they? We have life. I always used to do that noise, I don't know what that is. Oh yeah. Positively. Oh, we even still have brakes. Windscreen washers? No, that's asking too much there. Although we're obviously experts on that system now from the E46, so you know we can fix that. Let's let it warm up a little bit. see if we can not close that. There we go. She's always throwing us surprises, isn't she, the bastard? Huh? Just throwing wheels about like it's nothing. How are you getting on? Are you gonna call the council? I know, I've said it already, but oh, one of them's running over to see me. Yes, lad. You ready to move out soon, eh? I don't have any food for you, I'm afraid. No food, sorry. Oh, causing a bit of a ruckus back there. You're just all big dogs, aren't you? Big daft dogs. Right, she's been idling now for a good 20 minutes, you know. Just ticking over. Temps are good. She's not misfiring or anything. Oh, good. I'll put the MV2 back in the boot. It's got a bit slurried down here on it. Just a little bit of slurry. I might give it a wash first. I've just washed the M3 as well, as you can see. So what are my plans for it? While we're here, let me let you know the plans for it. Well, need to fix it first and foremost. We need to put a clutch on it. I've secured a light and flywheel for it, and it's actually a light and flywheel for an M3 engine, but I'm thinking it'll fit, and I think I'd rather put it on this for now and maybe think about light and flywheels and stuff in the future for that. This needs a clutch, so light and flywheel, tick, and then we need to put a clutch on it. Now I need to fix the wings. Well, I say need, I want to fix the wings. I want to get rid of this stuff here and put some extended wings on it. I think the fan's going. Nice, nice. Yeah, I want to put some kind of extended wings on it. Body colour, of course. I like the colour of the car. Should we try and figure out what colour it is while we're here? Fucking hell, it stinks so bad in here. There's normally a thing here, isn't there, for what colour I am, but is it inside? Nope. Put that window up. Too many flies inside. Oh, I got some good news as well. Apparently this silver here, apparently it's just wrap, so might be able to peel it back and get to the wood underneath with a bit of luck. So yeah, new wings, need to fix the side skirt, might be able to do that now. Fixed. Need to change the coilovers. I'm hopefully going to get some new coilovers for this, something more Nürburgring spec. So my planning is to take the BCs from that and put them on here. If you watched the videos last year, you'll know I put some max speeding rods on and they were okay. You know, the car drove alright, but kept lowering itself. They kept coming loose, which is why it's so low at the minute and scraping on that wheel arch. Other than that though, not too much. I do have some really big grand plans for it. Yeah, I've got a little bit of a pipe dream for it. I want to do, right, just bear with me. I feel like doing a bit of drifting competition. Now in order for that to happen, we'd have to have a roll cage fitted in it. Like a full 6-point MSA legal with double door bars you've got to have as well, because part of the drifting competitions you end up doing some twinning, don't you, where there's two cars going down the track at once. But yeah, I mean, short-term plans, let's fix it, right? We'll put a clutch on it, light and flywheel, hopefully some coilovers and some stuff. It's my car, I own it now, and yeah, long-term plans, maybe use it to do a bit of drifting competition. What do you reckon? Sound fun? Well, the last time I washed this, we gave it a quick wash before going to Driftland, and it was the day of Driftland because I was working on it right up to the wire until the time that we had to leave to get up to Scotland. So this time I'm going to take a bit more time and try and make it extra clean. Starting with a nice little bubble bath, nice little soapy suds. Yeah, I thought of something else to add to our list, on our repair list. This car has, yep, has a sunroof, or a moonroof if you're American. So that's one thing that we should definitely fix, because imagine doing skids in the sun with the sunroof open. Does that sound like a good time? Yes, it does. So I couldn't find the colour code. If you know what it is, let us know. Just call it fucking sexy green if you want. Looks a bit like a 1970s bathroom, doesn't it? Would you ride in that car?
No, I would.
Yeah. If a man came up to you and says, would you like to go for a ride in my wagon? Yeah, would you jump straight in, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, really.
It's looking good, right?
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out a way of cleaning the engine bay without breaking the car. That's why it's running. I'm going to try and find some stuff to spray down. And then just... yeah, I'm going to spray it with that, but I want to spray it kind of with some like degreaser or something, I guess. I don't know. Did you say brake fluids? So I just, what, you want to spray brake fluid on the... Yeah? Yeah, I've not had a good fire for a while, so... yeah, why not? I'm sure it'll get clean quick. But there's all these little manky bits, look. Such as this. Which are... yeah, less than ideal. I think I've got some like degreaser spray I can kind of spray on it and might make it all good. It's a good job I didn't video any of this because I got a bit carried away, but I threw down some generic degreaser and then just blasted the bonnet, and look how clean it is. Can you tell? Needs a little wipe down just to dry it up a bit, but look how less scummy it is. I was a bit cautious around here. Obviously we've got ECU there and an open air filter, which it's a little bit wet, so I had the engine running anyway, and yeah, oh, it's still a bit dirty down the back of there. I'm not take the piss though, I don't want to break it. What a fantastic Sunday, eh? Spent the morning washing that, the afternoon washing this in the sunshine. Right, that was probably solid an hour maybe of jet washing, just jet washing. All the shuts, the engine bay, all the exterior about 15 times. Kept finding little areas of muck, just farm residue all over it. And yeah, I noticed something. Whilst I was doing it, you'll see yourself, the front's getting steamy, the front windscreen. Yeah, well, the only windscreen. The front windows are getting steamy, look. Yeah? Looks like 17-year-old McDonald's car park at the minute, doesn't it? But I turned the blowers on full of whack and they came on and then they went off, so they're not working. But that prompted me for an idea, or something that I wanted to do to it last year but never found the time, and that is something that we can do now that we are in ownership of this magnificent machine. What is it? It's a strip down. See how light we can get it. We're going back to Driftland this year. That's all been booked and everything. That's why I bought the car in the end. We're going to go back to Driftland. How can we improve on what was already pretty much perfection when we were there before? Well, make it a bit lighter, maybe? Sort the coilovers out so they don't lower themselves. Little things like that. But yeah, we'll try and make it lighter. I want to try and make this lighter in the future as well, the M3. But we can use this as like a test car for all the silly ideas that I'm going to have. Right, it's been running now for a good half hour again. On top of that, whatever other half hour it was, 20 minutes, so not a hint of a misfire. What do you do? A few of you said in the last video when we were at Three Sisters that it might have been the crank sensor starting to go. So I don't know how to just get like a spare, but if the clutch is going, then that's around the crank sensor area, isn't it? Because that reads off the flywheel if I'm not mistaken, or does it read off the front of the engine on these? Where does it read off of, eh? But yeah, seems alright, it's not cut out, not misfired or anything. I've pretty much soaked the air filter in water and it's not even bothered. Now, I'm not going to go too overboard. I'm going to put a plug in it now because it is ultimately going to be parked up here for a few more weeks at least until we move to the new barn, which will be a video in itself. It's going to be a right job to move over there, all my shit and everything. But yeah, that's some good news for you. Delivered in a nice steady Sunday way. And we make plank. Can't remember what I made this for. Was it helping me with the old MR2 or something? Can't remember. Just wonder, does anyone remember which video this was from? There's some trivia for you, because I can't. Well, thanks for watching this short but sweet revival of the Bastard. She'll live on in good hands. So, plenty of content to come. What will I do first? I don't know. Nothing in the immediate, I don't think. Got 2 MR2 races coming up, and then we're going to be moving units, so moving barns, shall I say. And this is coming with me. But yeah, that's it. That's what happened to the Green Bastard. And that's what the future's going to look like. Bright. I'll see you there.